Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya Sidegigcrafts. I am so grateful that you are here today. I am going to be continuing on our little journey with Rob and Glenda. So if you saw the last video, I made ID cards for Rob and Glenda, who work at the transportation company. Made these out of envelopes, made their little cards, stamped them up, made them cute. Now, the story is that Rob and Glenda met at the transportation company and fell in love because, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. So let's do something that pertains to that. That little love story between the two of them. So there's Rob. Now, I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun if Glenda maybe saved some of the things that were memorabilia from the time that they met and spent together. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to make some stacked envelopes? Yes, we need to use some envelopes. I've got so many envelopes around here. It's time to use some and make something Valentine-y with them. So that's where my brain took me today. I went through my vintage box and found some fun things. Ooh, I could use some of these too. These kind of lend themselves to a transportation kind of feel as well. So maybe we'll use some gears in there. We're just going to have some fun today. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go, but I do know that it needs to go with Rob and Glenda's ID cards. So I pulled some envelopes of different sizes. This one was made for me and I'm so excited. I'm going to use this one. We're going to grunge it up and make it kind of blend in a little bit. I do want to make sure that it can be seen because I love it. And then we're going to attach these and stack them in such a way that we can still put fun things in them. I've got these little folders and I don't know if I'll use both of them or just one of them, but I thought it would be really cute to be able to do that if possible. And yeah, so there we go. So I'm actually going to go ahead and we're going to ink these up first and get them started that way. I think I want to use a little bit of that mahogany on there. And there we go. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing great. Like I said, I'm so glad that you're here. Today is, I'm recording this, it is Tuesday morning. Probably won't post, this probably won't post till probably later Tuesday evening because, you know, editing and YouTube being slow and the uptake and uploads, and that seems to be my luck lately. Of course, my videos have been a little longer lately and I'm trying to figure out some of this computer stuff, so hopefully it'll go up quickly, but, you know, I just don't count on that, so it'll get there when it gets there, I guess. I hate that. I hate that. But it's what it is. So I'm going to put some papers on here too, do some little collaging on here. But I just kind of want to grunge it up just a little first because these are so bright. And I figure they will work better once they've had some color on them. My eyes will see it differently and go with it. In fact, this one on the front here, I'm not going to do a lot to this one because I'm going to actually glue this one directly down on the front of it. So I'm just going to grunge up. We're not going to see the front of this envelope, so I don't care that it has my name on it because this one actually is open from the side. So that will work out great. But I do want to grunge it up so that, because the edges will show. And we'll decorate the back of it for sure. But for now, this is what we're going to do. And then we'll grunge up the red one so that it will blend a little better. And I think it's going to be super cute. Just a different way of, you know, making a kind of journal style. I mean, it could be used at like a journal, the envelopes, because you can still add your things in there, add your pictures in there, add notes in there, the same way we would in a journal. But kind of like on a smaller scale, really. I'm going to add some of this darker color in here. Looks the same to me, huh? I still haven't got my charred timber. Charred timber? Is that what it is? I haven't gotten it yet. I need to get online and get that ordered. Hopefully today I'll remember. Got a couple other things I've got to do too, but I got some adulting to do today that I don't want to. I'm going to put some stamps right here just to take away the white on there. Let's use, I don't need transportation. Well, actually transportation department wouldn't be a bad plan because that goes along with it and it'll look like it came straight from the department, wouldn't it? Let's find that block again. I didn't clear my desk because I figured we'd be using the same tools today. So all the same tools are out that I used in my last video. And I apologize, guys. It's been a couple days since I recorded. I do apologize for that. I do like to connect with you guys. I try daily, but I've been working every morning this week, and my schedule changes week to week, so sometimes it's hard to know when I'll get to record. But recording in the morning it won't happen if I'm working, and if I'm not able to record the day before, sometimes it just doesn't happen on those days. So I do apologize. I'm going to put the blue on this one just like it was on their ID card. Is that the same blue? No, that's not the one I used. Mariner. Oh, that's chipped sapphire. Didn't I use Mariner? Uncharted Mariner. That's the one I used. Because I wanted something a little different. So we'll put this one here. Okay, so there's some different stampage on those. Actually, I'm going to keep that out for that one because I probably want to use it again. And so that will look like this once it's done. And just a little bit poking out. I think I still want some ledger lines kind of things going there. How about, or some printing. This will work. This will work. Just a little print, something. Yes, that's great. That's what I was looking for. See how that just makes such a difference? Just poking out right there. Now we're going to distress this one up. Because even though I love it, it's not the style to go with this. So we're going to turn it into that style. And make it a little grungier. This brown may or may not show very well. It's coming up. Just make it look like it's been around a while. I think I'm going to need to kind of sand the edges, or not sand it because I don't have sandpaper. I do actually have sandpaper in here somewhere, but that's not what I was going to use. Use my scissors a little. I have my tool too. I just have misplaced it. Some of that brown, I'll just kind of take some of that bright pink away. But it'll still show, and it'll still look a little Valentine's-y. See, that totally took it down a notch. I love that. And that was walnut stain. Let's get some vintage photo in here as well. Has a little different tone to it. Just kind of bring that down a little more. Not a ton. Doesn't need to be totally destroyed as far as the color goes. This is the wrong. These scissors work. These will work. Well, maybe they won't. I don't know. I'll try. I just wanted to kind of rough this up just a little, and then we'll go back a little bit with that. Ink. I figured it's time to use some of these things I've been saving. I'm not sure what I'm saving them for if I'm never going to use them, right? And what a fun project this is. Making up a story. Now, if I had that sandpaper, I would sand a little bit in the middle too, but I have an emery board. That should work. That's with my clay tools, which are not near me, apparently. Okay, well, I guess we won't. So let's just get that white out of there. You can use this H mahogany for that. And yeah, I'm using the same ink dauber as with my other colors because it doesn't matter to me if they mix. I'm okay with that. Because my stuff is going to be, you know, when I use this ink, it's usually pretty vintage stuff anyway, so if it does matter, then I will definitely put a clean pad on here. So, there, I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay, here we go. Love it, love it. Now, let's go ahead and just glue this down so we'll be done with this part. And like I said, I'm just going to glue this one straight down. I don't need the front of this one to open. This one doesn't open from there, so it just makes sense to just lay it down. And that way, this pocket is still obtainable. And what I think I'm going to do, I wonder if it would be best to just put glue down the middle here. So if this was going to be stuffed, no, I think I'm going to glue it all the way around. Let's put some of this mahogany down here just in case somehow this lifts. Wanted to have a touch of that red and pink just because of the seasonality of this project. And my pen. I got a scratchy forehead today. What is up with that? Hope you guys are doing great. Do you have Valentine projects you're working on? Are you in any swaps, you crafty folks? Tell me about it. Does anybody have a favorite channel they're watching right now? Let me know that too. Let me know who your favorites are. I would love to go over and check them out if I don't already know them, and give a shout out to some of those smaller crafters. I'm going to shout out my sister Michelle once again. You guys have heard me talk about her a lot. And Crafty Ruse Michelle Summer, if you don't know her, I will put a link again in the description. Go check her out. She is so close to her goal, you guys. She's almost reached the necessary 4,000 watch hours in the rolling year. She would love it if you go watch her videos so that she could hit that milestone, as well as she's less than 100 away from her 1,000 subscribers so that she can get monetized, which is exciting. That's kind of a goal most of us have when we start out, because we you know, it's not like we make a bunch of money or anything. I think I've made $17 total this month so far. So, you know, it's not like we're getting rich on this or anything. But it's, you know, it's acknowledgement that we're doing something meaningful. And it's fun. It's a goal that we set. And gosh darn it, this is not helping me today. She would love to hit that mark. So if you guys would like to go over, I promise you'll love her like I do. And encourage her to keep making videos, because that's what it's about. Let her know. Let her know we want to see more videos from you. And you can do that simply by watching her videos and subscribing. So thank you for that. You know, if you love her like I do, go subscribe. I know a lot of you already know her. A lot of you have come over. But if you can also just set up and watch some of her videos, or you know, turn them on in the other room while you're cooking. Doesn't matter. She gets the play hours, and that's what she needs. Let's get her to her goal. So there it is, Michelle. You need a shout out. We got to get you there. All right. So that is stacked on top of that one. Loving this so far. I think the next one is going to be this one. And we'll do this one kind of this way. I don't know if these, I think I should go this way with this one. We'll get this grungy butterfly showing. I might do some stamp. Should I do some stamping on there too, or just leave that one alone up maybe? Actually, those butterflies will show too. So I don't have to make that one so prominent. I do want it to stack all the way on this envelope though. I don't want too much hanging over because that makes it kind of hard to work with. So this one's going to get glued this way, I think. So we need to decorate this one. Do I need to do something on the back of this? I still do. And I did pull some, like I said, I pulled some of my papers and some goodies from my vintage stack as well. So I think we're going to use some of this ledger paper on here. Trying to line this up, I can't really see the line, so that it goes correctly on there. And I'd like to tear it. I can use this. I was looking for my ruler, but I could use this too. And maybe that piece too. Can I tear it? There we go. Alright, so yeah, let me know who some of your other small creators, and I'd love to shout them out and see if we can, you know, share some great ones. And by you putting their information in the box, maybe others will scroll through the comments, please, and go check some of those folks out. And that will help them too. I don't know what is going on. I haven't used this in a few days. That's exactly what's going on. And I don't have a pin. I need a pin. Anybody have a pin? Maybe I'll just make this into my pin because I don't know if it's stainless steel or not, but it seems to be. I guess I could give it a try. Or maybe I'll get online and order some stainless steel pins too. Yeah. Problem is, you never know if they're going to fit. I've ordered them before and they were the wrong size. They did not fit. Might be time to order from Barely Arts again. And order some pins to go with my glue. I actually do need some more. I've got, this lasts a while. I mean, it doesn't take much, but I glue so much that I go through one of these in a few months. I love my glue. It works so well. I use it for everything, so. Okay. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but I do love their glue. Do love it. Of course, if they want to sponsor me, you know, Barely Arts, listen up. I will shout you out all day long. I really do love their glue. I feel like I need coffee, and then I feel like I've had enough already. Now, I found this in my, this has got to be scrapbook paper, but I found it in my vintage stuff, so I'm pretty sure it's scrapbook paper. I don't think it's anything vintage. If I would have planned that better, I could have made this work a little better. There's my ruler. It's right in front of my face. Where does that one end? I'll just put it right there. Can you guys hear my dog snoring over there? She is having a nap. I don't know why she's sleeping already. We just got up. Silly girl. Probably because she's old. this is going to sound funny, but her snoring like that reminds me of my grandmother when I was a child. During nap time, she would kind of snore like that. That's why I laughed. That was funny. And Grandma popped into my head there. I don't know that she really did snore like that, but that's what it made me think of just then. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this all the way up, I think, to the red. And we'll just glue it. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. We're going to let that red show because it'll look more, it'll add that color that we're going to need. Oh, I keep trying to do this left-handed. I'm not left-handed. Right. Go that way, and then I'll just trim that with scissors. So let's see, what else can I tell you guys about? You know, I've been working on getting my craft room together differently now that I've got more space downstairs, and I haven't been able to work on it yet, really. I've got a little bit of the area cleaned out. I've got the dollhouse downstairs. I want to start working on that this week. It's, I'm super, super excited about it, but haven't touched it yet. I'm a little nervous about it, to tell the truth. I feel like I want to put this inside here, but then I feel like I just want to grunge it up and stamp it. I think that would be better instead of layering this with so much paper, instead of making it too thick. That's probably a better idea, is just stamp it. But I do need more paper here to cover this. We could use the PM Safe Count or the AM Safe Count. I got these from a job years ago that was going to just throw them away. Didn't use them anymore. So I brought them home with me because I thought what fun these would be to use. And they have been. But being that they work at the transportation department, I thought, you know, they probably have a safe. You know, they probably, why am I doing it left-handed? Probably have to count it out. This applies. It's work related, right? So I think we could argue that story and make it happen. How did I... Wow. Okay, there we go. It's like, did I do this totally wrong? Let's turn this around so I can tear it with my right hand. And then this little edge will have to come off too. I'll snip it with scissors. And let's ink this one up. I guess I can ink this one up when we get it on there, because I'm going to have to ink some more anyway. Probably be easier that way. There we go. I don't know where these scissors came from. Oops. I think my daughter might have borrowed them for a few years. Brought them back to me when she moved. Let's do here. Let's just put this one on here. Like this. Actually, I don't want that all the way to the edge, do I? Because there's other fun paper under there. However, maybe this way with it. I'll do that. And I'll just need something here. go. All right, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. I don't think that edge is perfect. I'm not sure how much I'm worried about it though. We can just ink it. Okay, and then I need one more piece of something right here that could be what? Ooh, we need to use this in there somehow. This could be one of our envelopes. This really should be one of our envelopes, shouldn't it? It's already got tape on it too. I'll leave that there. Okay, so we're going to use that too. Maybe I'll kick out one of those colored ones. What should I put there? Should I just put this one? Yeah, let's just put that one there. It's the right size and it works. I've got plenty of them, so there we go. All right, now let's do that's hanging over a little, so I think it's bending when I'm pushing it up. I want to make sure that it's sealed properly so it doesn't do that. I guess I'm not going to be able to really. It's just going to wear it, and that's actually okay. I'm fine with that too, because it'll just look like it's, you know, used, right? Okay, so I kind of want to do some distressing this way with these as well. Not too much. We want our envelopes to hold, but we don't want them to look perfect. Okay, and then on here, hearing outside. Must be the neighbors. It sounded like somebody was in my driveway. Thought maybe Chloe was coming over to visit. She's not working today, and I'm half expecting her to show up. So only half expecting. Because we talked yesterday. She said, I'm not working either, and I think she's gonna want to do lunch or something today. So kind of thinking we'll probably end up seeing each other sometime today. I've got errands to do, so if she doesn't show up here, I'll probably show up there. Alright, so there's a lot of the mahogany still on here, which is fine, because it's going to add that color. I'm good with that, but I do want the brown to come into it. And then, especially on this edge here. Okay, we're just going to lightly go over this. Not too crazy on the inside here. I do want to get this folds though, if I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to because it folds backwards onto that red one. So we'll just do that. Okay, we'll put some of the walnut stain. There we go. So we got some of that. I forgot this side. Okay. We can fix it. We can. I want to make sure I get a little bit on that red too, this darker color, to help make it look a little more vintagey. Tone down the red a little. Now let's get some stamping on here. We don't have to spend too much time on that, but definitely want some. And we're going to use a department stamp again. And we will use the, I liked this one, the small little writing. I just got to make sure it goes the right way. It had a nice message too, but I can't remember what it was. And I'm not going to try to read it today because it's going to be a long video, but it's a cute little message. So we're going to put some of that writing. Let's put it down here at the bottom of the form where it looks like it was printed on there. Like it's intentionally there. See how that goes? That's nice. And then I think I want to put it up in here too. There we go. Okay. Transportation Co. I keep saying Transportation Department, but it says Transportation Company. Let's do this here. That looks like it was supposed to be there, doesn't it? Okay, now it also has manager, date, and all that stuff. I'm going to sign off as manager. Actually, let's do Glenda's name. Ish. Can't remember what her last name was. I gave her last name. What was it? It won't matter. There, it looks like it was signed, and then I'm not going to bother with a date because, you know. Should we put a total? There, it looks like we used a real one, right, doesn't it? We'll just write on here. How many dimes? 15 nickels. I don't know. $0.50. Rolled coins, quarters. Quarters are usually in $10, so let's put $20. That's a lot of money in the safe back then, isn't it? Good enough. Alright, so we've got some writing on those, so they actually look like they're used, which is great. And then let's put something here and here needs to happen. Let's also do, where'd the checked one go? Let's do this one on there. Because this just says checked. So if we check it, got a couple of those there. And let's see what else we could use. We could use this thing. I don't know what this is, but it looks like writing. So that would work. We haven't used it before. That's interesting. I think I just want the one on that one though. And then I think I just want to put this down here. Just lightly. And maybe again here. So that there's something there. Oh, that got checked there too. How did I do that? I dropped it, didn't I? Okay, I think that's it for this one. Oh, the inside. Well, here we go. probably do this here. Put this down here. And we can do that. There. I love it. Okay, let's put a little bit of this up here too. Okay. Do you guys like it? I like it. I think that will work really nicely. So this is our bottom envelope. That's the bottom. Yes, we just decorated the bottom. But that's good. That's good. And so next, see, if I would have thought straight, I would have folded this and glued anyway. I didn't, so this is the bottom of it. And that's okay. Now, let's look again at how these are going to stack. I don't think that one goes there because I want the butterflies when you open it up to be seen. So what I'm thinking, again, is this one needs to go here. And that way it's stacked on there. So we need to decorate the back side. The only thing we don't need to decorate is this flap. Now on this one, I think I would like to put the paper here. And I think the best way to do that is just glue it on. This is actually one of my handmade envelopes. So you don't have to use pre-made envelopes. You can make them on your own if you want to. There's no rules. There's no rules, but I do appreciate being able to use some of these things. Get them out of my collection so I can rearrange and find things a little better. There we go. So there's that one. And I think I want to put a little glue underneath that little section right there. Smooth it down a little. I've got ink on my fingers. That didn't look too good, but that's okay. We're going to ink it anyway, aren't we? Alright, I think we're just going to do, that's the only part I don't need to decorate. So I think we're going to kind of piece it together like I did the last one. Just use these pieces. I'm not really particular which way they go, as long as they go. And then I have these also left over from the ID cards I'd like to use. I think I'm going to put these on this one. I could use these on ephemera or something we put in there, but I think this would be a great way to tie them together, is to have it on the actual envelopes as well. So let's put this one. This one doesn't have as much on it. That's okay though, because we can stamp other things there. And of course these don't have to be totally covered in paper either. They could just, you know, be decorated however you want to. It's a great way to do it. Either way works. You can use your washi tape, which will probably, I'll be adding some of that as well. I think I'm going to stick that. Well, wait a minute. Because I have some neat angles over here that maybe I could use most of that on. way, I think I'm going to cut this right here. I don't like that poker part. Maybe I'll stick that there and then work around it. I don't have a ton of vintage. That's not true. I have plenty of vintage looking paper. I might have to go find some more in a bit, but for now, and this goes there, right? Folds there, so we can pull that one there. So you can get out your vintage papers or your faux vintage papers, your tea-dyed papers. Oh, I need to do that today too. I wanted to make some tea-dyed papers. I have so many things on my list. I need another week off. I do. No matter how much time you get off of work, it never seems like it's enough, does it? There. I think this is the last of this ledger paper I have. I think. Let's use this piece. Oh, I already used it right there. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? I mean, I don't really want it to overlap there. But I could do that and cover up most of that space. I just need smaller pieces to cover the empty spots. Oops. Smaller pieces of something. And we can always use another one of these, because there's plenty. The right length. There we are. And I just need, I guess I could put this there, just a piece. Small piece here, but it needs to be bigger than that. Just a little bit. Oh, I need a piece right here. I can put that there. We'll just put that one there. So I just need something there and there. Such as, really? Did I already use, oh, here's some more ledger. There's some more, oh, I have this wallpaper too, but I wanted to use that differently. I'm just going to do that. This will be cool because it'll actually overlap on that paper, and that ink will kind of show through there, so that'll be nice. And okay, And then I need a piece just right here. Just do that. And I'll part off the top there. Should be good. Wait, how did I do that? This way? Yes. And I tore that wrong. So we'll snip it. Alright, there's that envelope. Now inking. And then I'll show you how we're going to glue it on. I don't need to do anything here because that's going to be glued to the other. Let's use these. Go quickly, don't have to do too careful of a job here, just need to rough it up. You know what I should have done too is got out the green. Why am I not done green? We'll do green stenciling on parts of it. I do want to get into this middle part. You'll see that I'm doing this over this the red paper. It doesn't matter to me because we already got brown ink on there. A lot of that will be covered. I mean, it's just going to blend in. It's not going to make a difference. Okay, the outside edges of this one. Once this is glued down, we won't be able to do much with this. I was just thinking, what a fun thing this would be to make a, you know, more of a grungy. I've seen the cute ones, the cute envelope stacks. Lots of people do those, but I don't see a lot of the grungy, you know, vintage looking ones. So let's do something a little different today. Let's do it my style. I love the concept. Especially if you've ever saved love letters before. I know I have. Yes, I have. A little sentimental that way. You know that you kind of put them together and tie them up and put a pretty bow on it. And yeah. And then when things go poorly, you burn them. Yes, I did. I burned them all. I have none left. And that's fine with me. Heartbreak hurts, guys. It hurts. All right. Okay, so hopefully Rob and Glenda have a better story than mine. They had better luck, right? Because they stayed together forever. Ever and ever, amen. All right. There's blue on there. How? How did I get blue? Oh, it's on the block underneath it. Well, now it's on the stamp too. Okay. Okay. Put this one here. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Now, not really. I don't know what I wanted, but it's fine because it's what it is. That one there. And then we'll go back to this guy, the small words, and I kind of want them right side up if I can. Put them right here. And then just kind of using the same ones over and over. It makes them, you know, seem uniform in a way. Okay, if they're not perfect. Put this there. And then we want department 177. part on there. Go back over here. We'll put this back in this one. I'm going to do this one upside down just so it looks a little bit more cattywampus just put on there. And let's see. We need checked because we're adding that blue. Should be adding some red somewhere. And we still can. We still can. Actually, I bet we could do another stamp. Which one of these could I use? Everything you can imagine as real is the label, is what the label says. And I like that. I like that. Wouldn't necessarily read it if it should just look like a label, right? Put that in there, and then let's put it one more time down here. There, we've got some red in there. Should I go back to this one and put it in there too? I think I should. Just add that color. There we go. Okay. So I'm really liking this. I'm going to put like half of it right here. Oh, I should have put it elsewhere. Second gen? Okay, that'll work. Alright, so we'll be using that with that one and adding some red color in. Now, what am I going to do with this one? We're going to put this way. Let me cover that ink so I don't lay something in it. And we'll glue this down. Oops, well, I want it so that the whole thing fits on top of that envelope, so I need to squish it up just a little. There we go. There we go. And I'm considering putting more stamps on this, but I don't know what, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. And you know, now that I've totally covered this one, I realize I still have to put another envelope on top of it, don't I? Unless we stop there, which I could, because the camera says that I've been going on for a while now. So I think, though, what I'd like to do is put at least one more. And I think it's this one. Because I can put this one on here, still in a way, and we can flip it up and still have something there. And I can still tie a ribbon around it so it looks, yeah. I like the green because it just adds something different. We don't have to do too much to it. We're going to ink up the edges. And what I'll do, I'll decorate this one with you, and then I'm going to stop the camera, and I'm going to fill it with the ephemera that I decide to put in there, and come back and show you the finished item. So we don't even really have to do too much to this one. I do think it needs some stamps, a couple stamps. Nothing much on this one. We're not going to do collage or anything here. No need. Because it's got so much already on it. I'm already using the walnut stain, so let's see here. Just kind of dirty it up a little bit. And I do want to put some photo there. And then what we'll do is we're going to add in, how did I have this? This way? Oh, I could totally do it that way. See, I tend to want to put it this way, but I think we could add it this way, be better. This one's going to flip. So if this one's attached to this one's going to flip up. This is good. We could do it this way. I like it. So let's go ahead and add these stamps on here. Transportation Company. We'll put it under category, yeah? And we'll put this under here too. If I can lay it straight. Good enough. Put it down here too. And we'll put department. $177. There we go. And let's do I'm not going to handwrite on this one at all, but I do want to do the checked on it. And I did it upside down. I was like, why is it backwards? But it's not backwards, it's upside down, which is fine. But I think that's kind of funny that I didn't place that correctly, but here we are. So this part is going to be glued, but this part will show. So there's that. And this one, should we do this one? Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit of this one on there. And then I think we're done. Just some of this writing. And some of these splatters. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and put this together and I'll come back to you and show you the finished project. Be right back. Okay guys, here is the finished project. Now, as far as the stuff that goes inside, I think we're going to do that in a separate video because it's going to be too long on this one. So I've got the stack. So here's our beginning one. We've got an envelope here. And I'll put something down to seal this probably as well. And then when we flip it over, we've got this one. I did add a couple other stamps to this. And I did some stenciling on all of them for the coffee drips with my junk stencil. And I've got, let's see, so that one opens this way. This one opens this way. I did put a couple things in here because I found these old cinema tickets. These are from Temu, and I just, you know, distressed the outsides of them, made them a little darker. I'll have to go back and do the back. I didn't do that. And I found this picture somebody gifted me, and I thought this would be really, really cute to add in here. It's on an old playing card, it looks like. Or maybe this is a Tim Holtz thing. I'm not certain. But they did sew this fabric on here, which I love this, and so I thought this would be super cute to put in there, like maybe this was date night. And so we'll put this in here. And then we're going to be adding some other things. And of course, we've got the big red envelope that we can put something big in there. And that's it for that for now. So I did add, and then when we're done, I'm going to just add these to the stack. These are the IDs. I'm going to add this to the stack and tie it with a pretty bow and be done. I won't glue these down because I want these to be usable in a journal, what have you. So, or whatever, or stuck in a pocket, whatever. But anyways, so that's it so far. So in the next video, we'll be making ephemera to go along with it. So I hope you'll join me there, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.